What is coming in this month? Developments are taking their course quickly. We are making rapid progress in the ascension process, and humanity is quickly unfolding its wings for the great flight to freedom. I am Babaji, eternal, infinite, and omnipresent consciousness on all levels of being. I am with you every day. Nothing and no one is excluded from my love. Every life is touched by my light if it wants to experience this touch. Every life is in my care if it wants to come into my care. Every life receives my support, on heaven as well as on earth, if it proves to be worthy of this support, because the heart is filled with longing for God. Dynamics. Loved people, this month, which is now unfolding before you, takes the luminous impulses that you have set so far to a new level. What has been hinted at over the past 3 years, what has developed in your hearts in terms of desire for freedom and spiritual longing, will now visibly have its place in this world. The number 8 has been reached, and this means dynamism. We are entering a new phase in the process of ascension. The obvious sign of this is that more and more people are becoming aware of their power and strength, and that they no longer allow themselves to be defeated, belittled, or played off. In the past 3 years, you have often turned the game around, often averted damage from yourself, and often paved the way for the bright paths, even when it seemed hopeless. You persevered, stood up, and showed those in power that neither a state nor an intact society can be created without you. You have proven that you are taking action, that you are making yourself known, and that you are no longer hiding your light. You have evolved into courageous, energetic, and resilient light warriors, and so the events that were destined for you, but were not always predicted, can now occur. This month is the year in which developments solidify, and the stakes that are driven now endure, and the decisions made now determine the future. Is this month in which individual and collective decisions become entrenched, with the consequences of these decisions immediately manifesting themselves. Makes it clear which timeline a person has chosen and what their life will be determined from now on. For some, full of positive developments and bright miracles, while others despair of the world and see themselves close to the end of the world. The consequences of your choice. Like never before in human history, the separation of worlds is becoming visible in everyday life. Protected by God and supported by providence, or staring unsettled and fearful at the future, these are the consequences of your choice. To be able to open yourself to life, yourself, and God, or to remain closed and continue to vegetate in hell, the hell of your own making. These are the consequences of your choice. There will be serious changes on a socio-political level. The power of the old rulers continues to dwindle and reaches zero. Humanity is demanding solutions and is increasingly no longer willing to represent the pawns on the playing field. This leads to panicked actions by the powers that have dominated the game so far, actions, and this has been repeatedly announced, that could cause upheaval and lead many people to speak of the end of the world. The old system is reaching the tipping point, and much that seemed built to last is being leveled to the earth. It is breathed in by God so that the lightful new can arise. The plans to oppress humanity even more, to monitor it even more, and to alienate it in a previously unattainable dimension are fulfilled for those who choose this path, but not for those light warriors who stand up for their freedom and do so actively manifest new bright eras. These two levels exist and are chosen by you. Unity preserves freedom. At this point, it is crucial that people come together now, that you put aside your differences and pull together. Only unity will catapult you to the bright new earth, and through unity, you can now resist the attacks on your freedom. I tell you, you have been tested. You are on the right path. Increase your efforts in this direction and give less importance to the differences than to what truly unites and connects you. Every bright action is under my protection, and every person who appears bright is in my care. From now on, the future belongs to projects that shine brightly into the world, and it will show you this impressively. Don't fight windmills. Don't ignore evil. Look steadily and let it pass you like a caravan. Don't get involved in provocations anymore, because there will be many of them, but rely on your own power and strength. Don't fight against windmills, but use your skills where they are needed in order to create something bright with your unique genius. If you are attacked, learn from it without entangling yourself. Be careful where you interfere, lest you become what you fight against. Turn every harm into good by recognizing the meaning in it. Distill unshakable wisdom from every shock and remain true to yourself and always devoted to God. JJK. What exactly can we expect? Will we experience even greater military conflicts? What about the EU? And where is Germany going? Babaji. As announced in various messages, it will never come to the end. Neither the earth nor any related world will perish. All events lead to exaltation and not to downfall. Remember, whoever has chosen life will receive life. The EU. The politically ragtag Europe is not lasting. The signs of decomposition are clearly visible. More and more states are emancipating themselves, new alliances are emerging, and it is only a matter of a short time before the end of this institution has to be declared. Germany has the role of finding itself again, of regaining itself, its greatness, its self-confidence, and its spiritual power. JJK. I often ask myself why there is so little resistance from our neighbors, or am I missing something? Germany. Babaji. There is great internal resistance. The people of this wonderful people, instrumental in the spiritual awakening of humanity, have infinite patience with their leaders. They can endure them. They can tolerate their actions. They can tolerate their evilness to the point of self-denial. And as this happens, the inner processes of clearing occur. In this way, German people achieve inner certainty. Once the picture of a circumstance is complete, these people stand up, and no one can and will be able to stop them. This realization must mature, and it matures more with every day. Germany, awakened and freed from self-doubt, has a central place in the future promised to you. The land of poets and thinkers is becoming the land of spiritual world leaders. We are moving towards this future. There are still many obstacles to be overcome by then, but in the end, Germany will master everything and find itself, its own and true identity. Summary. 1. Wars never lead to extremes. The earth is preserved as humanity is preserved. 2. Individual and collective decisions have an impact, the golden age for some, entanglements and doom scenarios for others. 3. Destruction, fear propaganda, and restrictions on freedom are used by the old powers as a last resort to maintain power. The tried and tested light warriors know their strength and are aware of their power. The takeover of humanity fails. 4. Bright projects and bright people find new ways of togetherness. What separates is overcome. What unites is found. Mature, God-centered people bring about change. 5. Every luminous project is subject to divine protection. The course is set. Loved people. The course for the time after this period has been set, and they are courses that lead in different directions. Are you counting on God, or are you going in a different direction? Where does your longing take you, and what else do you want to experience? Who looks back at you when you look in the mirror? Which journey are you embarking on? This alone determines this time well beyond. Show your true side. Create the good and bring the light. No one can stop you as long as you serve life and belong to God. You are loved and honored. Your actions will be confirmed. Your orders will be confirmed. You will be strengthened in your being. Farewell, departure, arrival. It happens with, in and through God. I am Babaji. We have entered a period of acceleration. If you are having trouble staying awake during the day or needing more sleep, that is why. We are fast forwarding into unification with self. And this means the old self is going belly up. You may be feeling on edge. You may be feeling like you're not sure what is taking place. You may be experiencing purges and a need to rest. You may be spending more time alone in the respite of quiet. We are still doing our work, because that is what we are here to do. We are asking for the guidance and insight, and indeed that guidance, which has been with us for all our lives, whether we used it or not, is coming into its full splendor. We are getting the messages. Take a moment to listen to these, to honor them. This is your own power, your own divinity at work. Our guidance helps us in every moment and keeps us pointed in the direction of our sacred mission. As we embody all these cosmic energies streaming in from out there, we step into our wisdom, our sovereignty, and our creative power. We're blooming like my amaryllis, which has 12 flowers on 2 stems. We're blooming like my amaryllis, which has 12 flowers on 2 stems. There is no stopping us now, even if we feel we are dragging. As we leave old timeline and enter this timeline, we will be aware of so much. We have been disconnected from the old world. This past week, I was shown a giant pair of scissors literally cutting the cords to the old. It's gone. And while we still interact with it, you will notice how empty it feels. And so the intense work that we are doing, daily and nightly, when we are making an effort to sleep, is impacting absolutely everyone. They are all feeling the demise of the old and the wave of incoming new that is sweeping everything out and breathing fresh life into all. The new consciousness is here. We are in it. This is our new milieu. We now speak from the heart and act from the love that is permeating every cell in our being. The spark that we came in with is on fire, and we are lit with the light that infuses us. Our mission is clear. Our focus is pure. Even if the old thoughts and doubts pop in, we are quick to dismiss them and say no to operating in those old ways. We're riding dragons. We change the weather. We call in what we need. We create magic. It's a part of us, and it's all around us. So celebrate the advent of this new year. Give thanks for your new self. Wear the sparkle of your divinity. Raise a glass to your holiness. What we've done is nothing short of miraculous. Take one moment over the next few days to close your eyes, ground into the new earth, center, calm yourself, and invite the miracle in. Breathe it in. Bring it in through your crown chakra. Feel it permeate your being. Really feel it bring you to life. Feel the color of it. Feel the light. And go forth in this new year with this miracle strong within you. And know, really know, that nothing is stopping us now. We are the bearers of this new light. We are spread all over the planet. Our light is bright and strong. As the new year begins, may we all sing out, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This holy light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This immense light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine." This light is the new earth and the new way of being. Shine your light, because it's time. We are the ones. And we have created something breathtakingly beautiful, brilliant and wonderful for all who are ready to open their hearts and live in a new way.